I'll start with Mr. Jeffrey Smith, since your name has been really out there the last couple of days. American foreign policy. What's your what are your 2 cents on our theme for today?
Thanks again for having me. It's really an honor to be here with all of you today. Thanks for organizing this. I think it's a real testament to the power of the diaspora. I think it's often an untapped resource in movements in Africa and elsewhere, pro-democracy movements for human rights. So I really appreciate this opportunity. Specifically in terms of U.S. policy towards Africa and Uganda specifically, I think we're sitting at a really unique time given the recent change in power we've had here in the United States and our own dalliance with authoritarian leadership. I can't speak on behalf of Helen, but me as an American, the past several years have been incredibly difficult and challenging, and we've experienced many of the experiences that our Ugandan brothers and sisters have experienced living under authoritarian rule. But with the changeover of power and the new Biden administration coming in, I think it presents us a unique opportunity to make some fundamental changes. The problem, of course, is the fact that U.S. policy towards Uganda specifically has been flawed for many decades under both Democratic and Republican administrations. However, there are some glimmers of hope. Even before the January 14 election, you saw some of President Biden's top advisors speaking out on the situation in Uganda, namely the troubling incidents of pre-election violence, the crackdown on the opposition, on civil society, some of the more draconian laws that have been put in place. Namely, these were coming from Jake Sullivan, who is going to be President Biden's national security advisor, so a very significant figure in the administration. But also, there are several individuals who will comprise top levels of the government who have in the past been very critical of the Museveni dictatorship, namely Samantha Power, who will be heading the United States Agency for International Development, which sends hundreds of billions of dollars annually to Uganda for various development projects. But then also Linda Thomas Greenfield, who is going to be President Biden's ambassador at the United Nations. And she was a former Assistant Secretary of State for Africa, who has been vocally critical of the Museveni regime in the past. So I think we do, as opposed to the past 4 years under the Trump regime, we do have some officials in very high levels of power that are certainly informed about what's going on in Uganda. We've been meeting with them and talking with them for a number of years now, including when we've hosted Honorable Chagulani here in Washington on several occasions. So those relationships have been built over a number of years. We believe we have their ear and we believe they are listening. However, there's still obviously a very big uphill climb to make. Changing policy towards Uganda from a U.S. perspective is going to be very difficult, but not impossible. And I think now more than ever, we're sitting here at perhaps the most opportune time we've had in a generation, to be honest. I can certainly go into more details on that and talk more about that as we move forward, but certainly want to give time to the others with us today to hear from them. So thanks again for having me, and looking forward to speaking with all of you today.